Whoa. So the exit level noise plays at half speed if you have a speed potion. I just learned something. Hi, welcome back. Last time I did the rest of Undercaves, and I'm here in this room without it actually being cleared now. And I think I'm now realizing in retrospect that what I've done here is probably inadvisable. What would have been better would be level clear gate here and here. No. Maybe. Yes, level clear gate here instead of this room clear gate. And level clear gate here so you can't do this room, but also so you have to walk out of it this way before going down the stairs. Because right now, this room is not yet clear. I have to exit it first. And then since things start happening immediately when I go down these stairs, that's kind of weird for pacing. So yeah, would be better to force an exit of this room so that you could save the clear status before going on when, you know, things might happen. Conference room. At the foot of the stairs, Beethro heard the sound of voices. Finally, he had caught up with the rest of the employees. I know we're behind schedule, but we're still making progress. Our last batch of decoy potions passed all of our tests. We just need a little bit more money. This equipment doesn't come cheap, not to mention the exterminator we had to hire for the goblin infestation up above. I understand, but you're already 2 milestones behind. We're going to have to pull funding unless you can show us some results today. Alright, so this is the nature of the emergency that employees are down below dealing with. Why are you facing this direction? Uh-oh, do I have a scripting error here? Did you do that when I... Okay, so as soon as I made a move, you changed your facing. Is that supposed to happen? That doesn't seem right. I think I have a script error here. How'd that slip through? Okay, yeah, I had thought briefly about trying to get voice acting into this hold, which might have been fun, but since Beethro has lines and Halv has lines, I just felt like it wouldn't feel right to have non-official voices for those, and also it would have been a huge pain to coordinate getting all that stuff together. But I thought about it, since I do have a bunch of characters who speak, and, you know, it would have been fun. Yeah, you're looking this direction, that's you're not supposed to. Who is it? Oh, you must be Beethro. Is everything alright? Are the goblins gone? The goblins are gone, yeah. Usually these contracts are for clearing an entire dungeon, though. I had to come down here anyway, but we should have clarified before I got started. So this is some kind of new potion-making business, right? Well, I got some feedback about your speed potions. They taste terrible. I don't want to be drinking those things in the future when I'm clearing a dungeon you've supplied. I should have shortened up that sentence. Speed potions? I thought we'd changed that recipe last Quarsuary. They should taste fruity and sweet now. First one he drank did? Wait, you didn't drink any of the old ones we'd thrown away, did you? Oh dear, this isn't good. Those weren't safe for human consumption. Have you been seeing anything strange? No. Wait, were those roaches always there? Roaches? What roaches? This place is crawling with them. How did I not see these when I walked in here? Beethro? So, if you observed carefully in the other inverse, I didn't say anything at the time, but in the other inverse screen effect things when I had drunk a bad-tasting speed potion, a few ghost roaches did appear in the room during that reverse screen effect. They're subtle because, you know, the entire screen just suddenly changed, so you might not notice a small detail changing here and there. But yeah, so both of the other places where that happens, they did that. Anyway, we're now in Mind's Eye instead of Conference Room. A lot of people interpreted the ending of that scene as Beethro, well, and also what I'm going to do here, killing all these roaches, which is a little dangerous. It's not meant to be a hard room, but, you know, there are enough that you have to think a little bit about your opening moves. Yeah, since those people did apparently change into roaches in Beethro's mind now, a lot of people interpreted this scene as Beethro having just killed all of his employers, which it completely makes sense in hindsight. That's better. Wait, where did everybody go? Wasn't actually what I meant with the scene, but yes, of course, that's what it looks like. Anyway, yeah, so final level, Mind's Eye, takes place inside Beethro's mind. He's hallucinating a bunch of stuff. Or so is the implication, at least. Implication gets a bit stronger right here. I finally caught up with you, Bethro. Whoa, where'd you come from? Wait, you're dead. This can't be right. He just saw somebody who looked like a Slayer. Investor. Slayer sprite just seemed like the right one for him. Okay, right, so got a room going on here. I could walk out, but I'm not going to. Alright, so 39th Slayer is here. There are 2 challenge scrolls behind room clear gate. Now, the reason that I feel like this is okay, even though people complain about this a whole lot, is because these are both give away how to do the room, and you will necessarily get one no matter which solution you choose. The other scroll is for... I guess I could have put a scroll here explaining this. 2 challenge scrolls are behind this door. Each describes one way to solve the room. You'll get one and then you can read about the other. So whichever solution you see first is the one you're going to get the challenge for. Then you see the other and you're like, oh, okay, that's a way I could do the room. And then you can redo it if you want. That's the idea. Anyway, so... Ontlik, Evil Eye, Ontlik, Evil Eye, Evil Eye. Yeah, so you're the protected one who's hard to kill. What is this telling me? So there's a mirror there. I'm not sure how much it means for the Evil Eye. You're on a plate that's going to close that when you step off it. What are you telling me here? Okay, so I want this held continuously, and then I want to hit the orb, and then all 3 of these doors will remain open as long as this plate is not released. Okay? So trapdoors there. So it looks like a simple way to do that... Oh, by the way, also I need the Slayer's help to get through here because this is double beamed. So the theme of this level actually kind of changed a little bit. It was originally going to be a Slayer level, as implied by the presence of Mr. 39th here. How will I get through this? Will this work? No? No? Okay, there's a better dance step for this. Is there? Probably. I'm not in it, though. Actually, how the heck do I do this? I need him to, like, hold still for a moment down there. I've forgotten how to Slayer. He could also be holding still and, like, beaming an Ontlik or something, but, like... This isn't gonna work. Unless he puts his hook there, which he did, and he stayed still because he's wisping. Okay, great. That works. Alright. That was clumsy. Yeah, I forgot the nice way to get through here. There's a nice way to do that somehow. I don't currently know it. Okay, so anyway, to get Ontlik out will require Slayer aid. Is this not just as simple as Bethro walks through here, drops the trapdoors... I stick the Slayer on the arrow after he's killed the eyes and the Ontlik, and then I walk in here and stab this manually? It looks currently to me like it should be that simple. I think there's something I'm missing though, because I remember this being more complicated. But anyway, so Slayer face, you go, yeah, sure, that'll... Also, this is 39th Slayer just because I really like 39th Slayer. He's fun. Can you turn your hook all the way up there if I... Yes, you can. Okay, great. Perfect. Alright. Could have made it the other Slayer, but I don't like him as much. He's fine. Just 39th Slayer is the fun one. We're not the right way around for this. I'm gonna have to be like... that... Well... Actually, yes we were, right? No, how does this... A textbook Delver mistake. You know what, I think that works. Last time I made this work this way somehow. How did I do it? Like, sure. Alright, so you come here, and it should be no problem to place you on that arrow. Right. I'd imagine. Alright, you're on it. Okay, looks to me like that's all this takes. Sure. Beam Dancer. Oh. Did I just break this room? Challenge. Use the Slayer to stab the Western Evil Eye. So that's the other way. Challenge. Use Beether to stab the Western Evil Eye. This is definitely not how this room was supposed to play out. I did very little beam dancing there. Oh boy. Yeah, I remember what was supposed to happen was an Omplic was supposed to be on that force arrow looking at this mirror, but I can just drop the trapdoors. Oh, I found another break. How sad. Hey, yeah. So the seating beacon kind of clues you into what kind of challenges those are. Well, but no, it could just be two challenges that are separate. I don't know. Anyway, so use the Slayer to stab the Western Evil Eye. In order to do that, couldn't I just stick an Omplic on this plate and then dance with the Slayer for a bit? Man, yeah, there's this being in line with this mirror was supposed to be important for some reason. But as it turns out, that's just completely unnecessary. Anyway, so I need something else in motion in the room, and that something else is going to have to be an Omplic, so I do need... Alright, you do something nice for me, please. That won't quite do, will it? It will. Okay. So the only other thing that moves in the room that I can really get is an Omplic. What the heck am I doing? I don't know, I forgot how to Slayer. That'll do. Alright, you come on back out. Omplic is loose. So can I just park an Omplic on that? Maybe? If a Slayer gets out of my way, that's a problem. Here, move orthogonally, thanks. Yeah, it should be no problem to get Omplic on here. In fact, that should do it. Okay. So Slayer, you also please don't stab that orb or the Omplic. You know, that's fine, I can get the other one. That one had to die anyway, just don't, Dude.
Prepare for your removal.
Your Wisp is doing you wrong. Okay. So his Wisp went across that plate, which is interesting. How did I do this a moment ago? Is there a way I can still make this happen? I need to interrupt his Wisp. That's the only way that's going to happen. I need to interrupt his Wisp after all this has happened. Or he needs to just not have his hook in such a way he can actually stab the Omplic. Okay, that worked. Alright, so I have one of those there. I can't put the Slayer away... Well, I won't be putting him away. If I just...
This maneuver I've seen before.
Ah! Please move. Alright, so this works. Alright, Slayer with me. Yeah, this is definitely simpler than I remember this room being. So sure, I got a beam in my way. Oh, that's... has some potential for being a problem, but like, how else would this ever happen? I cannot currently clear this off. Maybe I could have put the... Yeah, stick the Omplic on the mirror first. Put the Slayer in here so he's out of my way. Well, let's see if this works. It might just work. This is not the right way around. How do I want you? Like that, maybe? So now I need you to move up that way, which I've done. Cool. And then I can push you like... Let's see, like somehow. There's a way to do this, like this. And then I can do this kind of move to move you down. Switch to that other kind of move to push. I can, but I choose not to right now.
This maneuver I've seen before.
Yes, you have, and it makes you step backwards. Oh, okay, so I can just dispose of you now. Let's see. There's a move that does what I want. Which one is it? Is it step south? It's not. Maybe I want to lock him in there. How in will this lock him? Too much. But I could get the second object out. Well, not without the Slayer. So hang on, I still need another something here. If I come in and join you, will that help? Maybe... Well, you're on the right tile now. Alright, this should work. I can probably make you face. I made you face. There we go. Alright, so you come back to me. I need you for that other Ontlik. I can kill this one now. I wonder how I was supposed to do this room. It was not like this. Like, neither of these feels like what I meant for this to go like.
This maneuver I've seen before.
But that was how it happened today. Wisp Dancer. Alright.
Keep running.
Alright, so Slayer's still with me, and he will need to protect me once again from a double Ontlik beam. I never really actually learned
You can.
how to do that move. And I built a room about it, 2 of them in fact. Maybe if he's there it's good? Well no, now he's just gonna stab me in the back. Strangely no. I broke a wall. Is that good? Let's say it's probably acceptable. Because that just means the Ontlik will be able to beam down there, which I think doesn't currently matter. Okay, so what am I doing in the rest of the room? Got 2 Wraithwings here. Ontlik up there. Goblin. Ontlik, 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 Ontlik. All of these are protected from all except bomb explosions, correct? So I need a loose Ontlik, you, to light all of these fuses. So I do want to break all these walls. It is a good idea, but they also fill the room with beams. That will kill whatever goes in here on this plate. Okay, so that could be perhaps a goblin? Yeah, this closes itself and opens the way to the goblin. This closes itself and opens the way to the Wraithwings, and those two together open the way to the Ontlik. Okay, so let's put the Slayer in here. I think that's the next thing to do. Slayer into that little closet. There you go. I still needed him. No, I didn't. Goblin's coming. Ah, that's right, and I remember what a particular bit of room geometry here is for. This is here specifically so I can get around the goblin. Done. Okay. Goblin goes here, and Wraithwings come to my aid to let me get through here, if I can get them to cooperate. Well, that might work eventually. It hasn't yet. Did I really do a Wraithwing aggression puzzle? That doesn't sound like me. Alright, what have I done here? How's this supposed to work? Well, not like that, that's for sure. That doesn't work either. I guess I want a pattern like that, but farther up. This doesn't seem like something I would have done. So what did I do here? Why is this weird? Let's get him on the other side. Maybe that'll help. How will I do that? I don't think I will. What the heck was my plan for these Wraithwings? What a weird experience this whole thing is. Because, like, I just don't know what I was thinking at any given time. Because it was 2 years ago. If I keep the Goblin around and don't do this immediately and just kill the Wraithwings, then I think I can stab these manually, and that's... Maybe that's what I was thinking. Maybe this is supposed to be misdirection? Because, yeah, Goblin's a heck of a lot easier to work with. Is he, though? Or will I die doing this? Because I don't have such a nice facility anymore. No. Yeah, this was crucial to making that move work, and I don't have one of them up here. So no. Goblin has to go there, and I have to use the Wraithwings somehow. Okay. If I go fast? No. So I guess I'll just use aggression. Alright, I did it. It didn't feel great. But I did it. I'm gonna have to, like, look at some of my old demos to find out what my plan was here, because I just don't understand. I would not have put a Wraithwing aggression puzzle in here. That's just, it is just not something I would do. Because, like, Wraithwing aggression is kind of cool as a concept, but I don't know, I guess it's like Gentry Eye chain wrapping, which I guess I did a little bit in Fortified Cellar. It's just that it's like, it's a self-contained puzzle on its own that has nothing to do with sequencing actions that I want to make you do in a room, basically. And that's why I don't use stuff like that, because that's just not how I think about puzzle design. I have played some very enjoyable puzzles that do use that sort of design, but it's just not the way I do it. So to make this happen, I guess I'll do it this way. Sure. Alright, so this needs to be stabbed. To make that happen, I guess I'll do it this way. That works. Oh boy, multi-beamed. I'm gonna stand here, and you'll beam the right direction. Except my sword's in the way. And now I'm frozen and probably dead. Yeah, that's what I thought. What if I step here? You go that way. Alright, fine. What if I move you one over this way first and do that? Then you won't go far enough. So no. So somehow I need to make you do this. Oh, okay. I found a way. Neat. Sure. There we go. Everybody dies, except the Slayer. He gets to live. So yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't really sure what I wanted this level to be originally. I wanted it to be a Slayer level, but it turned out that I only had 2 Slayer rooms in me. So after this point, the Slayer just kind of stops arriving. He'll show up again at the end of the level. But it turned into an Omthic level instead, because it turned out I had more ideas for what to do with them. Which is fine. I made it work. Okay, so, this room involves some trial and error. So if I just try to walk in here... Okay, so 8 Omthic, 10 Omthic need to die. They're all standing on fire traps. Or at least enough of them are. That they can all reach and be killed. All I have to do is step on this plate to open that door, then this plate to turn on the fire traps without getting stuck. If I just try to do it, then I get very stuck. I am disarmed. This is a trapdoor here. Yes. And I get 4 decoys to stop the beams. Alright, so you are my first problem. So decoys both have swords, even though I'm disarmed, to block and reflect beams, and also will attract these to change their facing. Although I will be close enough to them that anything that's attracted and non-reflected will turn and look at me. So like if your beam is not reflected, then I think this becomes impassable, because you'll turn fast enough that Beethro can't, without a sword, walk through here. So you need to be reflected. You will too. So both of these need reflection. So it looks like I want a diagonal sword somewhere on this gravel and somewhere on this gravel. Looks like. I'm not sure that's true. Now, this obstacle here means that this one doesn't have to be reflected. It can just be distracted. Or actually, it can probably just be ignored, as long as it doesn't look here. So that spot is what's beamed by you. This is a lot of beams. Alright, so let's start with my observation about this guy. Yeah, a lot of these need to be reflected. Okay, so I need to get a bunch of multiple reflection points. So I see you and you can be reflected on the same tile. These two can be blocked, but not meaningfully. So like if I would put a sword here, what effects would that have? Those all turn. You two are reflected. Okay, so other observation. Each decoy sword can reflect up to 2 beams at once. I get 4 decoys. There are 10 Omtlik. 2 of the 10 Omtlik, these two, are blocked from being a problem for me. So those are the 2 that don't get reflected. Though they are not specifically the 2 that are out of the consistent octagon pattern. So this. Wait. Yes, they are. This is just off-center and it looks confusing. Yeah, so the 2 that are off-center, this one and this one, they're both to the left of the ones that are within the pattern. Don't really need any attention, actually. What's your role? You're gonna beam this space, there where that gravel is. Yeah, so you need distraction, everyone else needs reflection. So what I want is a decoy pattern that puts a decoy close enough to distract these into not beaming this way, and reflects all other beams. And the positioning of all of these means that, yeah, I just need a diagonal sword in each, so one of these 3 tiles, one of these 3 tiles, one of these 3 tiles, and one of these 3 tiles. Well, it could be this one, this one, this one, this one too. I seem to recall the pattern looked something like... Oh right, and I get each of the 4 diagonals here. This pattern is sticking out in my mind as something like what I did. So like 2 facing outward, 2 facing inwards. Let's see how that looks. That is just memory of how I used to do this. Not re-deriving it fresh now. Alright, so you look like a problem, but maybe I can redirect. I can. Yeah, because I can come in here and manually tweak where they're facing. If I don't get too close to you. I think that does work. No, it doesn't, because of you. Okay, so it's the opposite of this. Or something like that. I mean, either way, you need to be looking at not that decoy. You don't have the same kind of problem, basically. Now, what's wrong with just, like, doing the simple thing here? Let's find out why this doesn't work. I think it doesn't, but why doesn't it? Ah, because you didn't look the right way. Well, that might just be a placement order problem then. Okay, so I fixed you. And I mean, there's nothing saying it has to be here. I could also put this in that tile, and that'll attract your attention, right? Yes? Okay, and if I put this here, you'll be attracted to look south instead of whatever direction you were preferring before. And then I just need one anywhere. Can I get it in line with your beam? Nope. Of course not. Why would I be able to do that? Alright, let's put this here. Just an assortment of directions. I think this will work. It doesn't. Okay, so now I've created a situation. I guess you are the problem right here, so you need to look somewhere else. This is too close to you. So this could have gone further. Okay. Yeah, alright, so it's the attraction that ends up being the problem here. Alright, so I had something that looked like it was going to work. Let's do that thing again, inverted. So placement order matters, and so does a bunch of other stuff. But let's see if this is good enough. Well, you're a problem. I have no shelter from... Okay, but placement order matters. So if I first get you to look that way, is that within range? Well, I'll see if I... when I'm placing the dude. Yes, it is in range. Good. Yeah, this is a little too trial and error for my liking. That's how the room turned out, though. How's that? You're not looking the right way, but I think I can fix it. You got fixed. You need to fix. You're looking at me, but that's maybe okay. Yeah, as long as I don't get close. You are a problem, but you'll fix yourself, or I can fix you. There we go. Alright, I think that's sufficient. Yeah, I can just avoid. I can just avoid. I guess I put those force arrows there to ensure you wouldn't put a decoy on those plates. Alright. And right, on-click here, obstacle here, on-click here means that your orthogonal directions are not a problem. Same for the other one. And the diagonals I can just step around. Alright. All dead. Plus you. There we go. Cool. Yeah, not my best room, but it more or less works. Alright, well, that's the beginning of Mind's Eye. Yeah, so this is, by the way, this is the last non-mastery level, so this is kind of where everything reaches a climax. It's larger than the other levels, so this might take me a little while, especially since each individual room is also kind of harder in general. I still tried to follow the same anti-tedium principles I did everywhere else, but, you know, it's the last level, so it's supposed to be harder and take a bit longer. Alright, I'll see you next time to go north from here.